Let's create a design. There are lots of different ways that you can start with a design, but here's the first place. You can go to create a design, and all of these are the different sizes that they have. You can even do a custom size, but these are going to bring up blank designs. So here you can create a custom size, or you can import a file, and it will automatically go to that size. Or you can go here and search. You see, I already have beach in here. So if you already have a theme in mind, and you're just looking for different designs for that theme, this is going to bring up all different sizes, designs that you have. So you can do beach Instagram. And this is going to bring up Instagram stories and posts all with that theme. There's plenty to choose from. And even if you want to get even more specific, Instagram post, and it will only bring up this size for that. Say you don't necessarily have a theme in mind, but you want to search just for Instagram post in general. You can click on the Instagram post, and then you can come through here and look at the different designs or templates. You can also come down here. There's different sizes here. Say you're looking for Facebook covers. You can do the same. And then here, you can scroll down. These are templates. So you can look at all the different Instagram post templates. And it's just going to give you an entire library of templates that are already created that you can edit. Now, just a reminder, if you're doing a PLR product or you're selling a digital product, you cannot use someone else's design. The designs that are already in Canva, and sell those as is. So just keep that in mind when you're starting your own design. In this video, I'm going to show you how to upload a photo and use photo grids and photo frames. First, let's upload a photo or a video. Here you can choose whether you want to upload files from your photo library. You can take a photo or a video, or you can choose files from your device, from your phone, from your computer, from your iPad. We're going to go to the photo library, and we're just going to select one of our photos or multiple photos that you want to upload, and then add and then there they may go. It's just as easy as that. And then you can see what videos you've uploaded, audios, and then all of your photos that you've uploaded will be here. Now let me show you how to use your photo frames and photo grids. Both of these are going to be in your elements, this section. You can also type in a circle frame, and then it's going to pull up one of the frames that are circles. But if you just go into your elements and scroll down, you will see different frame options that you have. So all you can do is click on a frame that you want. You'll either go to your uploads or you'll go to photos. And this is Canva's library of photos. And then you can take one and drag and drop it. You can also tap on one and then slide it into the frame. And then you can double tap or double click to be able to move the photo like so. And crop the photo the way that you want to crop it. Now, let me show you how to use the grids. Same, they're located inside of the element section. So when you select a grid, it's going to initially take up your entire screen. But you can adjust the size just like so. And then the same process, you can go to your uploads and you can go to the photo section. And then these are just the trending photos here. that are on Canva right now. And then you can double tap or double click to adjust each of the photos, just like so. And then again, you can resize, you can change the transparency of your grids, and then you can also adjust the spacing in between the photos as well by tapping or clicking on spacing and moving the bar back and forth. And that's it. Let's go through some tools on our editing tool page. We're going to go in order to use our lock tool. And then the reason we would want to use our lock tool, the first one is spacing. In order to utilize your spacing tool, you go into this icon here. You can see it says spacing already, and you can adjust the letter spacing. Hit the lock button and you can adjust the line spacing like so. And then there's something you're trying to move and it's not just moving. Most likely it's locked already. There are going to be features in the ebook that are locked. So if you're having trouble moving them around, this is why. What we're going to do is we're going to use the position tool to move our text forward. There are two ways that you can use the position tool. You can either utilize the color of the outline. You can change the thickness to move it backward, or you can use the layer section. So this is just going to, now see, this is locked, so it's not going to allow us to move anything above this while it is locked. So you would have to use the arrange tool. What we're going to do is we're going to move this to the front and we're going to position it, and same with this one. We won't position this to the front. Place it in the corner, and then we can adjust the transparency. You can also lock your entire page. So if you're working on a multi-page ebook or a design a guide, you can lock a page to avoid any of the elements on the page being moved. If a page is locked, and then here in this area to unlock it. And there's always 2 clicks when we're unlocking something, just to be sure. And we actually want to unlock it. But that's how we use our position tool. And then our lock text to turn it. I'm going to unlock this and show you quickly how we group items together. I'm going to unlock this and group. You're going to click outside, transparency, and that's it. And that's your last one is our animation tool. So all you do is click on animate just temporarily in order to move it. If you want them in a permanent group, you're going to select this group option here. And then you could also ungroup as well if you want. But that's it for the position and lock tool. Let's get used to what they look like. All that you do is select the text or the element that you want to be animated. When you do this, you're selecting the element. Not everything is going to be animated. Only the things that you select will be animated. So in order to lock it, you hit the lock button. If you're working on an ebook and there's something you're trying to move and it's just not moving, most likely it is locked. There are going to be features in this ebook that are locked. So if you're having trouble moving them around, this is why. What we're going to do is we're going to use the position tool to move our text forward. There are 2 ways that you can use the position tool. You can either utilize the options here in the arrange section to move it forward, to move it backward, or you can use the layer section. So this is just going to move this forward. So this is locked. So it's not going to allow us to move anything above this while it is locked. So you would have to use the arrange tool again. What we're going to do is we're going to move this to the front, and then we're going to position it Let's save our design. In the top right, you'll see an arrow pointing up. That's how we're going to save or download our designs. Now, saving your design in general, Canva can save each time you make any edit. Canva will save it. And this is how you know that your save is up to date. If that's the cloud with the check mark in the middle, it is completely saved. You can go to home and it will be there in your designs. But when you're downloading or sharing, this is where you want to go. Downloading has many options. You have your JPEGs and your PNGs for images, your PDFs. Your PDF print will want to use for printables, planners, things like that. Your SVGs for web design, this is a pro feature. Your MP4s and your GIFs, Canva will give you a suggested save or download, depending on what it is in your design. But ultimately, you can choose how you like to save your design. Now, to give someone a link, there are several ways that you can do that. A view-only link allows someone to just view your project. So they can only view it by clicking the link. This link is a collaboration link. So with this one, someone can edit, can comment, can view. But this is a collaboration link, so they would be editing the original design inside of your Canva. Let's go to more. And here's your template link. If you are doing a PLR products like this product, you give someone the template link. This allows them to edit and rebrand your project without actually editing the original project. You can have your brand templates, your view only links, your presentations, social media. There's so many different ways to save. Saving with transparency. If you have a transparent background, and I don't use these options very often at all, I actually rarely use these options. The ones that I use the most are the template links and then the download options. This video is for Stand Store users. We're only going to add an ebook to our Stand Store and we're going to my store. If you're on a computer or a tablet, it will be located on the left side of your screen in your menu. If you're on a phone, it will be at the bottom of your screen. So we're going to scroll down and go to add products. Then we're going to choose a cell or digital download option. And then we're going to fill all this out. We will add a thumbnail. You will choose how you want it previewed in your Sand Store. I typically choose the call out option. You put your heading here. So Canva Crash Course or whatever you decide to call it. Your subheading and then whatever you want to see at the bottom to say. Then you go to the checkout page. You add a header here. So it's going to show you a preview as you're typing or adding images as you're editing this. It will show here on the right side of your screen. So you add photos, you can add a video, you could do a Canva website template and just add your photos here. But however you decide, this is essentially your listing, your website for your Stand Store. You will set your price if you want to do a discounted price. And say originally your book is $47 or you're selling it for $27. This is how it will show in your Stand Store. And then you go down and change each option. These options are for the Stand Store Pro users only. So you do not need this. Then the most important part is uploading your file. So you're either going to upload it directly from your device, or if you're using a Google Drive link or the Canva website template link, you will just put it here. Or your Canva ebook link, you will just put it here, and then you will type whatever the name is. Canva Crash Course ebook. Whatever you want to put there, then you can see how your email looks to your customers. I believe you have to be a pro user to edit this one. So, but this is what sends out to your customers after they purchase from you. Then all you have to do is hit publish and you're good to go. If you're editing and you get busy, you can save it as a draft and come back for it later. I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks that will help you in editing your Canva crash course. First, we're going to change the cover. I'm going to go down here to photos on your left menu, and I'm going to type in leather. I'm just going to grab the first one, but remember, anything that has a crown is a pro feature. So if you're only a free user, there are plenty of options to choose from. You can go here and select free. So it will only show you free options. So let's just use this free option. Not something I would actually really choose, but for the sake of this, we're going to go with it. Next, I'm going to change the colors of the tabs. We're going to select this pink block up here, and we're going to change it to this light brown at the bottom. It is asking us if you want to change everything in our design. That was this pink to this light brown. And we're going to say change all. Now all of the tabs are going to change. So let's change another one. We'll select this darker brown. And again, we're going to change all. Now the only thing that is not going to change colors are anything that has multiple options or colors in the same text box. With this has a different color and two different texts in here. So these colors will not change if you have to go in and individually change those colors. Let's change the font. We're going to go up here, say it says Stan Nimbus, and we're going to select a new font. Let's choose someone. It's asking us if you want to change all. So we're going to go to change all. And you'll see throughout your design, it's going to change all. Say if you want to change out this font to something that is in your brand, you can select Open Sans and then change all. Now, when you change a font sometimes, as you can see here in this page, it is going to not look the same on the page. We're going to fix anything in our design, change up the sizing, anything that we need to change, we have to double check going through our design. Again, the colors of this will not change with the change all because there's two different colors. What we can do is we can come through here. Let's choose green and then let's change the size. And I'm going to just show you a little trick that I like to use. Say we want to change everything in our design to this color. All of the headings to this color and the size. We're going to go to more, where the three dots are in the top right. If this menu is not open, it's just showing in your top menu. We're going to go to this and we're going to select the paint roller like so. What we're going to do is you will go and tap and change the style for that. And each individual one, you just go back up, change the style, and you do that throughout your design. Now for this one, this is a photo background. So you cannot change the color of this. So if you want to add a new photo, you can add a new photo here. If you want to remove this completely, you can remove that completely as well and add shadows to these photos. So edit photo, add a shadow, glow. This is the shadow I've chosen throughout. And then same thing, you will have to individually glow each of these ones because they're all different photos because that is a grid. You can go through and do that. And again, see how our spacing is messed up here. So let's go into spacing. We can actually shrink the spacing between the letters here to fix this. To fix this issue, and let's change it down. Let's do size 11. And then what we'll do again is we'll copy the style throughout the entire page. And then it's going to fix any of those mistakes. See, we need to do that here. Let's go back up and select that style. Then our paintbrush and copy the style. Make sure when you're editing, you go through, especially when you're using a change all option, go through and make sure each individual piece is fixed. say you don't like these photos that I choose. You can also change out these photos as well. Let's just choose some things from the trending option. We're going to drag over the photo and just replace. Simple as that. Now, if you decide to do that, you will need to replace the screenshot as well. Highly recommend doing that. And what I did when I screenshot was I just made this bigger, I screenshot, and then cropped it out. And then added a shadow. Edit, shadows, glow. That's another way to do it. And again, same with this frame. If you're not going to into the pink, you can go through and add whatever you would like. Again, we just want to adjust anything that needs to be adjusted. But these are just a few steps and tricks that are going to help you edit this faster. A lot of people don't know about the change all tools. Those are extremely helpful. And let me see if there's anything else I can think of. Make sure you pay attention as well. If there's anything that is locked, so you can't change or you can't move something, it's likely because it is locked. So all you need to do is we click twice to unlock it. And if you want to lock it again, you will lock it. But there you go.